Besides what we're going to really talk about also with our winners and losers, besides maybe the Bears trading the number one overall pick, that's the biggest headline that we've had so far in the free agency period. Is
Yeah, and they got a fucking haul, man. It's
oh man, they
insane.
got a fucking haul. Yes. And we're gonna talk about that. So I guess since we brought it up, I'll go first because that
Yeah.
is actually one of my winners.
Piggyback on that haul. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's Justin Fields, man. Like, and I told you not to get rid of him, but you traded him. And to be fair, you traded him for Trevor Lawrence. So I mean, that's not something I would. You did trade him for Trevor Lawrence, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a haul of picks and
Yeah. So
Javante.
I do believe that Justin Fields is set up for success. And like I said, I don't
Wait,
think.
by the way, I traded him prior to them trading the 101.
Yes.
Had they traded the 101, I probably would have kept him. I'm a believer in Lawrence over Fields still. But man, the weapons they put around him, it's pretty
Yeah,
insane.
no, it's great. So that's why he's my winner, and not
Yeah.
just the weapons. They finally got him a fucking number one wide receiver in DJ Moore. So I mean, he could be a winner in himself because this is the best quarterback DJ Moore has ever played with. I think was a broken down Cam Newton and Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering correctly, I should have looked this up, but he didn't have Cam Newton in his prime. He had the end of Cam Newton. So to have
He
now,
had injury. Yeah.
yeah. So, and to have Justin Fields, who's by far the best quarterback that he's ever played with, but not just for Justin Fields, the reason why he's my winner is because they surrounded him not just with talent, their offensive line got better. Like Darnell, they still have Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool, but they
Great
also
number two.
yeah, they also added Robert Tunyon, your Packer. They still have Cole Kmet, who's a solid tight end. Khalil Herbert is finally about to. We're gonna. Well, actually, we don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have him unleashed because they also signed Dante Foreman, who I really like.
Yeah.
I like that signing actually.
And you got him on your fantasy team
I
too.
do. And I think he'll fill that David Montgomery role very nicely, so we'll see. I mean, I still think if I have to choose, I'm taking Khalil Herbert over him in fantasy. But like,
For sure.
I mean, Dante Foreman is definitely someone who's gonna have some value in your fantasy drafts.
I don't
But
understand his disrespect, man, because been a beast. Like when he was with the Panthers, bro, he came through and was a monster. That's
right.
why I traded him to you and actually got decent return for him.
Right. And yeah, that's what happens whenever I guess you just tear your ACL and you kind of get older as a runner. I mean, no, it wasn't his ACL, it was Achilles. Uh,
Yeah.
but he's a little older. He's like 27 now, but it's big body, and he's also
I
not very
remember when he came out of Texas, dude, we thought he was gonna
beast.
be like
He's beast.
the next Marshawn Lynch type of dude.
I didn't even mention also that they added Nate Davis, who is great guard, and
Hmm.
they have the number 9, the number 61, and the 2024 first and 2025 second picks from that trading that first overall pick. So like the conversations that we're having right now, guys, are literally the same exact fucking conversations we were having about Jalen Hurts next year. I mean, last
Yep.
year. Like we didn't
Hmm.
know if he was going to be a starting quarterback. We didn't know what Jalen Hurts would be. And look what he just did whenever. And like obviously these aren't the same type of weapons. He doesn't have Devontae Smith. He doesn't have AJ Brown, but like he has the weapons now. The Bears are an interesting fucking team, man. So that's something that I really, really am excited about, not just for fantasy, but just in terms of real life. I think the Bears,
For
if
sure.
in this to you, I think they could be like the Jags, maybe not as good, but like I think not Justin Herbert, Justin Fields has everything that he needs now to be successful and for them to make a playoff run. They could probably still add to that defense a little bit, but they added Tremont Edmonds and the other guy that I'm just blanking on his name right now. But at the number 9,
Tremaine, yeah.
yeah, and then at that number 9 pick, even if they
Oh,
don't
TJ Edwards.
TJ, yes, thank you. And at that number 9 pick, though, whether or not they stay there, they could either take Jalen Carter, who looks like he's been falling because he hasn't performed really at his pro day and he has the
Yeah,
legal.
his pro day looked rough.
Or they could take Peter Skoronski, the guy from Washington, or one of the 3 freaking monsters from Ohio State's offensive line. So there's a lot of really good things that the Bears could go ahead and do to really solidify Justin Fields and make him their QB of the future.
Look, and I hate it too as a Packers fan to see it. I think the right answer for them is to go offensive line because that's what they truly need out of all this, even though they did sign Nate Davis. I think they need to make
And
a
they could
couple,
still use
either
the
another
tackle.
splash signing. Yeah,
Yeah.
they could use another tackle or, well, I would mainly say a tackle to be honest. But I think offensive line is the answer. And like you said, Ohio State, bro,
Yeah. So
monsters.